Hey, how's it going, guys? How's your day going for this Wednesday, July 18th, 2018?
Does that sound right?
Yeah, it feels right.
It feels good.
Yes.
I don't know. It doesn't feel like it.
Welcome to another edition of Talking Trends, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
My name is TK. This is my man, Tony. We find interesting news articles from across the globe, and we bring them to the comforts of your home or wherever you may be listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
If you do like the show, we encourage you to share on your news feeds. If so much so, you want to go over to YouTube and find us, Talking Trends on YouTube, Talking Trends on iTunes, Google Play, all your platforms for your listening pleasure.
Yeah. Do that.
Unlike a lot of podcasts out there, this is done live, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm talking to you guys right now in the chat, and I mean you guys too who are listening to this after.
Yeah.
You can talk amongst yourselves and your family and whoever you listen to this with. We would like to hear your opinions, comments, and your thoughts on the stories that we're going to be covering. And today's stories, oh boy.
What it is. We got a full bag.
We got a full bag. Up first,
Yeah.
there's a guy.
Here we go. Well, that's a horse.
Yeah. So there's a guy,
Or is it?
and he was caught having sex with a horse.
Here we go.
But he says the horse gave him consent by winking at him.
All right.
Yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah. People come, people go. In this case,
Circle of life.
yeah.
You know.
And when people usually leave, they leave a will.
They do.
In this case, a daughter beat her mother to death over a will.
She was left out, so mommy got knocked out
Unbelievable.
permanently.
Yeah,
Now she gets nothing, so.
she gets absolutely nothing. For our next story, I'll get a picture in a minute.
Okay.
How do you remember your first job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, yes. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember my first job.
I was a paper boy.
Yeah, that was my second job, was a paper boy, yes.
What was your first job?
I worked in a store, convenience store.
Oh, okay, nice.
For my uncle.
Well, this guy, his first job,
Yeah.
he walked 20 miles.
To go to the job?
For first day on the job, he walked 20 miles.
20 miles?
Miles, not kilometers, ladies and gentlemen.
Holy hell.
Miles. But
Yeah.
there's an even happier ending.
Ooh,
We'll get to that in a little bit.
I like happy endings.
And Tony's going to list off, I guess, things that you probably have said but didn't know they were offensive.
By the end of that segment, you're not going to be able to say anything. Everything out of your vocabulary is all gone. There's some surprise. There are a lot. Most of them are surprising.
You started listing them off, and
Yeah.
I was very confused.
Yeah. Well, I'll explain them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's explanations.
Before we get today's show started, we always like to wish anybody out there celebrating a birthday, happy birthday to you guys.
You, happy birthday.
Or anybody that you know celebrating a birthday from our deepest and biggest hearts. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And more importantly,
Yeah.
we like to wish our celebrity friends a happy birthday as well.
Sure.
In this case, your brother, Vin Diesel.
Yeah. 51 years old. We're not twin brothers. I'm a lot younger, but he's the more successful and richer one.
My sister, Wendy
Your
Williams.
sister.
Happy birthday, Wendy Williams.
Wendy Williams, 54 years old. Oh, boy.
Happy birthday to Richard Branson.
The king of Virgin Media, 68.
And finally, hip hop artist that you brought here,
Yeah.
Hobson.
Our boy, 33 years old, doing it big.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's everybody out there.
Now, shall we get into our first story?
Well, I don't know if I really want to. I'm curious,
Yeah.
but not that curious.
Well, here we go.
all right.
Giddy up, ladies and gentlemen.
For lack of a better term.
Here we go.
Holy crap.
So, man who had sex with a horse said it gave him consent by giving him one of these. The old wink.
The old wink trick.
Yeah, so a man has been jailed for having sex with a horse where he told the police that the horse gave him consent by winking at him.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he didn't. Maybe he did.
A horse trainer said that the filly. Now, do you know what filly means?
I've heard it before. I don't know exactly what it means.
Yeah, so Filly. I guess it's the term for a young female horse. Now we're talking.
Philly.
A man who had sex with a female horse.
A young female horse.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Like some young.
Disgusting. Jesus. A young female horse was left traumatized after Daniel Raymond Webb Jackson, 31, committed 2 sexual acts with the horse when he broke into the stables earlier this year.
Yeah.
So Webb Jackson pleaded not guilty to committing an act of cruelty to an animal when he broke into the stables on January 22nd. So he's like, I didn't do it.
Oh, I didn't do it. You did it.
The trainer said he and his staff suspected disturbances at the stables a month before, so they installed CCTV cameras.
Oh, no.
When the cameras triggered our alarm, the cameras triggered our alarm on the evening of January 22nd. The trainer saw Webb Jackson opening a number of stables and proceeded to call police. Police found Webb Jackson crouching in the corner with the 4th open stable, where he was arrested after a short scuffle with police and taken to the police station.
Yeah.
During his interviews, Webb Jackson admitted to committing 2 sexual acts with the horse. He told the filly/female horse smelt his crotch and winked at him, which he believed the animal was giving consent.
Oh my God. Come on. Well, if a female did that to you.
Yeah.
If a girl comes up and smells your crotch and winks, maybe that might be the go ahead.
This is true.
With a horse?
It could be a couple things.
It could be a couple things.
So the trainer said he was preparing his horse to race, but the incident has changed the demeanor of the animal dramatically. She's only a 2-year-old horse, and we had to put her back in the paddock, which is also a small enclosure.
Okay.
I'm learning all kinds of new terms.
You got a lot of terms here.
Yeah. The filly went from being quiet just to being highly strung. She changed in 24 hours. She had those juices just running through her.
Well, she must have got it good.
Yeah.
I'm a new woman now. They call me Philly.
So anyway, I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
You don't want to see this sort of thing happen. It's really sick stuff, Tony.
No, me.
Yeah. She said that the 2 sexual acts allowing a horse to...
oh, boy. Easy.
You ready?
We may get shut down.
Yeah.
Facebook, we apologize ahead of time.
Well, this is... Anyways. Allowing the horse to fillet, which is also known as fellatio.
Yep.
Webb Jackson and digitally penetrating the horse. For those who are wondering what that was, I was like, oh, he must have, because they caught him on camera, you know, digits. Well, when they're talking about the digits, they mean, your fingers. These guys. So these, you get the idea.
Well.
Anyways,
I'm painting a picture.
Yeah. So let me paint the picture a little further.
Yeah, let's do that.
Webb Jackson was jailed for 10 months.
Okay.
So no parole period for 4 months, and he was also fined $700.
Not too bad.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Talking Trends board.
Yeah.
Does the time fit the crime?
I think 10 months is good.
I'd give him a year.
Okay, we'll round it up to a year.
Maybe 2 years because
the fine is a little light.
Because the filly was 2 years old. So
well, I don't know about that.
Okay.
Listen, here's the problem.
Okay.
There's a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Melissa says, "Oh, sweet Jesus." Yeah, there's nothing else you could really say aside from that. This is a racehorse. You're saying they're having a problem racing this horse now.
Yeah.
Now, that's big money, people.
This is true, depending on where that horse was projected to go.
Right.
Imagine now it could have been a Kentucky Derby kind of stallion.
Triple Crown kind of girl. So, I mean, if this horse can no longer race, because of 2 years old, not old.
No.
Traumatic event, obviously, for this horse. Maybe this horse is no longer of any value. I mean, this horse could have been valued at hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars in the race world.
Wow.
So, maybe there's another angler. $700 fine. May not be anywhere near what should be.
Do they take them back to court for potential lost wages or
more liability owed? Maybe.
Yeah.
John says, can he be around animals now? Is he allowed legally? Which is a good question. Because
better yet, is he allowed around other human beings?
I would say no.
To hell with the animals.
No, humans are fine. Humans are safe. They're all good.
He has no interest in us.
Well, he obviously had no luck with the women.
Yeah, I guess.
He had to go to horse way.
Yeah.
Man,
I guess they're not being too obvious out there for.
I mean, they don't smell the crotches and give you the wink.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't get that clear signal, he may not know what to do with himself.
Yeah, he's just like
what do you mean? I don't know what you're saying to me.
I'm also interested in how he got the horse to give him fellatio without destroying his genitals in the process.
Have you seen horse teeth?
Yes. Have you fed a horse?
If you fed a horse like an apple or something, they're not gentle. They don't know what's going on. They may think it's a sausage. I don't know. Anyway, that's dangerous in itself.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
How good can a horse be on doing something like that?
I don't know.
Not with them big ass teeth.
I got a joke though.
Oh, of course you do.
Check it out.
No.
A horse walks into the bar and the bartender says, "Why the long face?" The horse responds, "Well, if you really want to know." Because, there's a guy who just went into the stables and,
Very nice.
Anyways.
Very classy.
Yeah.
You went a classy road. I enjoy that about you.
Catch me at Yuck Yucks this Friday.
We have tickets.
Yes.
Right here. Yeah. Nice. Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Well,
I was trying to go a serious road with you, and then it all derailed.
Yeah, I apologize.
But anyway, there could be a lot more lost money there. It's true with the whole racing
I
thing.
never thought about that angle. Actually, it's a pretty good angle to
I'm
come
always
at
thinking about the money angle.
Yeah.
I don't care about the horse's feelings.
Well, speaking of the money angle, you have an interesting story kind of essentially dealing with money.
Well, some people will do a lot of things for money.
Yeah.
Even murder.
Yeah.
And maybe your own mother. Here we go. 53-year-old woman from Florida. Here we go. We have to throw in a Florida story.
Classic Florida.
I never do Florida stories. You do them all the time.
Yeah. Well, welcome to my area.
I'm leaving this area. Who reportedly beat her mother to death after discovering she'd been left out of the will. Allegedly described the assault to cops before telling them she'd come to terms with her likely fate. She says, quote, "I'm going to jail. I guess I'm going to jail," she said. No shit. Gabriela Pereiro was arrested Friday and charged with premeditated murder and aggravated battery on a person 65 years older. Or older, sorry. I'm saying, quote, she said, I'm going to jail. I beat up my mom, she said. I pushed her down, grabbed her, and tore the skin off of her arm.
Wow.
That's rage. That's some serious rage. Luisa Pereiro, 85 years old, was reportedly attacked after Gabriela became enraged. Her siblings received an inheritance, and she did not, despite Gabriela having taken care of her ailing mother. So she was there taking care of her mom, and she got cut out. The two were living together in a 600 block of Tennis Club Drive in Fort Lauderdale before the fatal confrontation. Gabriela allegedly told the authorities. Luisa briefly regained a pulse, but was ultimately pronounced dead at the Broward Health Medical Center. Gabriela Pereira was denied bond and is awaiting trial. So, we don't know what the inheritance is. There might be a follow-up to the story. Yeah. It must be enough to murder over. So the question is, do you have a will?
Do I have a will? I have insurance.
Okay.
I should.
You're avoiding the question, sir.
No, yeah.
And I will. Can I treat this hostile as a hostile witness?
You know what? The other day I was thinking about that recently. I was just like,
not a bad idea.
No, honestly, you never know. But I mean, you assume you have a lot of life left.
Yeah.
Young buck as myself, I probably got another 5 years in me.
At least.
Yeah. On the old odometer.
Or at the most.
Or yeah. So yeah, I did think about like hitting up the lawyers and kind of sitting down and just writing out something super basic.
Yeah.
But I don't have any kids.
No, that's true. But I mean, you got things, you got items. You own nothing.
Is
that what's going on here?
I have nothing, guys. My life is sad.
No, it's not sad. You're very careful with your expenditures.
Yes.
And that's very good. That means you must have a lot of money hoarded somewhere.
In my underwear drawer.
Yeah. Leave it to your horse.
Yeah.
That'd be a nice idea.
Yeah, I'll leave it to my young filly.
So yeah, sad story. I don't know. I have a will. You gotta when you have kids, you gotta have a will.
Tony, am I in it?
I'm not at liberty to discuss these situations. I better be, otherwise I'm going to be murdered.
Come outside with me for 1 second.
Damn you! I think it would take a lot for some. I mean, there must be some significant money here.
Well, you know what?
In order for someone to commit murder.
I've been around a couple of families, unfortunately, where there wasn't a significant amount of money. It's just, I don't know. I think some people really get emotional when they feel like that essentially it's the last will and testament of the person who's passed on.
Right.
And I probably feel like a little mad that maybe that they felt that they've done more than other siblings or family, relatives or friends, and they feel left out. So, I mean, yeah. And again, I've seen it tear people apart.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy because, like, I would just like to think, if this person is looking down at us or at them after they pass on, it's like, really? Do you think they would really want to see you guys carry on the way that you're carrying on?
Right.
That's why I try and never let money just out. I don't know.
Yeah, money's a very tricky thing.
Yeah.
We don't know, what happened between these two.
No.
Like she said, she was caring for her mother for the last number of months, just the two of them. So something must have went down. Maybe somebody else got involved. Maybe another sibling got involved, did something. I don't know. I'd like to know how it came up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
or maybe she found out behind her back about it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't even true. Maybe a sibling just told her that.
And she just went haywire.
She lost her damn mind.
Yeah. Or some people are pretty open sometimes. Like, sometimes this comes out in conversation.
That's true.
And it's like, well, that's why I left you off the will anyway.
Yeah.
You couldn't keep bringing me my milk or
You
whatever. Or what have you. But then, this could have set her off because, I mean, she probably felt entitled as she's probably given a lot of her time to care for her mother. And she's like, well, I'm getting nothing from this. But you know what? You're giving your time, and you guys are supposed to connect. That
shouldn't be why you're doing it.
Yeah, you're not doing it to get the money
for the dollars,
ma'am. You're doing it to spend time with your mother before she passes away.
Well, apparently she was not.
Clearly.
Sally says every time I up my man's life insurance, he gets weird. Well, it could be tricky when you start doing that kind of shit. She said I'm leaving everything to my animals. Good move.
That's good. Yeah. Honey, the brakes on the car seem a little loose there.
Let me go take a look-see.
Yeah.
Why do you have wire cutters in your hand?
Yeah, well, this porridge tastes a little sweet. You put a little ant poison in there?
Ant poison in there? What's going on here? Some shady activity going around.
Yeah.
And
it's unfortunate when we hear these stories, and it's really unfortunate when you actually are, they happen to somebody that you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to ever be a part of something as extreme as this or anything remotely like this.
Well, we'll always assume in situations like this that some mental problems are
right.
It
takes a certain person
to murder. It takes a certain mindset to go murder your own mother,
right?
Who's 85 years old.
Yeah,
40 years older than you are.
Yeah,
and so sad state, but she was caught. She admitted it. She is going to jail.
Damn.
And now the other kids get to flourish in the will. And they get to take the inheritance.
There you go.
You stupid person.
There you go.
So,
speaking of people who are not going to jail.
And aren't stupid.
And who aren't stupid.
Yeah.
The people tuning in right now to Talking Trends.
Shout out to everybody who joined us today. Bernie, Mike's in the house. Charlie. Oh, TK's in the house. That's nice to see.
Hey.
Kathy, Vincent, the Golden Knight Williams.
Hey.
Jeanette, Melissa, John, Cassandra, Sally, Athena, Jeff, and Lindsay is in the house. And Dawn is also in the house. Thank you guys for joining us today.
Much appreciated.
We promise the show will get much better in the second half.
Yeah. A lot more positive.
A lot more, kind of.
Yeah.
No promises.
Okay, well, at least
we'll mess that up, I'm sure, at some point.
At least my story's a little more positive.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Cassandra finally says, money brings out the ugly in everyone.
Yeah, I try not to let it bring the ugly out in me, because quite frankly, there's no such ugliness in this body.
He's a pretty boy.
I'm a pretty boy.
And there's no ugly around him.
Yeah.
I'm the only ugly around him.
Yeah. And Tony's a little too close for my comfort.
And he takes me nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's the end of that.
Up next, ladies and gentlemen, this feel-good story.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
So a Birmingham college student walks 20 miles to his first day of work. So,
dude,
his boss found out and gave him a car.
Win-win, baby.
Hey.
That's what you get. 20 miles, man. That's over 40 kilometers.
Yeah.
And we made that death run. We were crying about that. That's only 8-some-odd kilometers.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Well, the story goes, when a young Birmingham college student's car broke down the night before he was supposed to start a new job, he didn't panic. At least not for long. Instead, Walter Carr
Yeah.
Walked.
That's his name.
Yeah, his last name Carr, which is ironic. He gets a car, last name Carr. Anyway, he walked from Homewood to Pelham all night in the dark, 20 miles or more. So Walter Carr walked throughout the early morning hours of Friday because he needed and wanted the job with Bellhop's Moving Company. Of all jobs, a moving company.
Right? Jeez.
Right?
Listen. Credit to this guy, man. He's a beast.
I would say. Kindness and concern came from 4 Pelham police officers, coupled with public post word from amazement and admiration from a movie company's clients about Carr's work ethic and dedication, led to a massive pat on the back Monday from Bellhop CEO Luke Markland. And ladies and gentlemen, I got a little news clip for you.
Yeah.
Check it
news
out.
clips.
Yeah, every now and then.
Check it out.
Here we go.
He's got everything he needs to be a bellhop. The one piece he's missing is like a way to get there. So this is my car. I'd like it to be your car. And so I'd like to give you this car right here today, like right now. Like you can drive away with it. And I really think that it's in much better hands with you than it is with me. And I couldn't think of a better way to part ways with this and put it to better use. Seriously? Serious. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh my God! Wow.
So this is it.
Wow.
You want to check it out, or yeah?
Oh my crying in front of people.
You're all good. You're all good.
Wow.
You're all good. It works. Yeah, it served my family and I really well. I think it'll serve yours. It's a great car. I love it. We loved it, and I think you will too.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah, little feel
look at
good.
That. Look at that.
Yeah. So I got some more details. I mean,
Was that his first day on the job?
that was the first day.
Holy crap.
So the CEO drove from Tennessee under the guise of meeting Carr for coffee and to personally thank him. The meeting ended, of course, what you heard there, surprising Carr by giving him a car of his own, barely driven 2014 Ford Escape. I would have liked the 2016 myself, but whatever.
You greedy bastard. Unbelievable. I just finished talking about money not being that important.
I'm just kidding.
But cars, that's a different situation.
I'm honestly blown away with him. Markland said, Akari, everything he did is exactly who we are, heart and grit. I mean, guys, you're a moving company, so anyway. He says, so far, he's batting 1,000. An emotional Carr, as you heard, just gave that one word, seriously. All the accolades over the weekend started with a post from Jenny Lamley on Facebook. She wrote that her and her husband, Chris, got up around 5:45 on Friday to get everything staged and ready for the movers. About 6:30, the doorbell rang, and the Lamleys found Pelham police officers at the door.
Ooh.
So he proceeded to tell the officers he proceeded to tell us that they had picked this nice kid up in Pelham early this morning. The nice kid, Walter, said that he was supposed to help us with our move today. It was his first day on the job and with his moving company Bellhops, and it was supposed to be his training day, she wrote on the Saturday night. Okay. So anyway, the officers essentially, I'll break this story down as easy as possible.
Break it down.
I'll break it down. I put it in bullet form to help everybody. It kind of goes on for quite some time. So I broke it down in bullet form. So guys, the guy's car breaks down the day before he gets to start his job.
Oh,
okay. Horrible. So
terrible.
He starts walking to town overnight.
Yeah.
He already figured how long it would take for him to do this and get to his destination.
Okay.
Police spot him and take him to breakfast and lunch.
Wow.
So the police are nice as hell. So
whoa, what's happening?
I know, right? Police helping a black guy out?
Yeah, what's up with that?
So anyway, they have him hang out at a local church because it's super early in the morning, just for safety.
Okay.
Then they drop him off at the house and tell the homeowners how great this guy is to start his first day of footing it around to their house in such a long distance.
Okay.
The couple that who set up this Facebook post and their clients offered the man the chance to take a nap at their house.
Nice.
Such a nice. This guy's is all. The luck is unbelievable.
Dude.
Just good people, right?
Yep.
And then eventually the couple makes a GoFundMe to publicize this amazing event because the dedication of the guy walking 20
Totally.
goddamn miles to work.
Freaking right.
Anyway, the CEO catches wind and gives the guy a car.
Man.
So all W's for this young gentleman.
And for the company, great advertising.
And that's what I said. Good publicity for the company.
Yeah, that's not hurting either.
Yeah.
Maybe was that the motive behind it?
No, God. I have a couple.
This car served me well. It's getting kind of old.
So,
I'm so digging it.
So anyway, after the couple set up the GoFundMe page, which you can check out, I believe they set a goal at like $2,000.
Yep.
It's like close to 60,000 now.
Always the way, isn't it?
I know.
I told you we got to start one of these.
I
things.
know. Well, we have to do something.
What can we do? We got to do something.
Well, we can't come across as doing something to get money, Tony. We have to do it out of the goodness.
No,
out of
we'll
our
do
heart.
it. We'll donate it.
Oh, okay.
Some of it. You know how it is.
There's a small administrative fee.
There's operating cost to
Yeah.
all this action you see here. Plus, we want to get paid.
Oh, you want to do a water break real quick?
No, I was going to shout out a few people that joined us a little bit late, I think, because of my delay. Vicky's in the house, Irvin in the house, Mike Younger always joining us, and Brian as well. Brian Babineau. So shouts out to you guys. And Sally says I would have preferred a different make and model. So she's on your boat where you're a little bit picky. All of a sudden, right? Like, what the hell?
I think a CEO of a company could, take me to the dealership and maybe pick out a car of my own.
Yeah. Sally wants to know where it was. Where was this out of?
This was
It's a
in
mystery place.
Mystery Town.
Mystery Town, USA.
So the guy was from he was from a Birmingham college. This keeps talking about Pelham. I'm not sure where Pelham is.
That I don't know. Someone Google that right quick, will you?
Pelham. Pelham.
Okay.
Pelham.
Irvin says I'm coming to Halley.
Nice.
Dude, come on in.
Hit us up. It's funny because after he wants to go into he wants to get a degree in physical therapy, and I was just like, oh, he'll probably need that after working for a moving company for quite some time.
Friggin' right. Yeah, but you can't do it. You can't do it to yourself. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's like, well, you can give a couple exercises for yourself.
I guess
That's all it is. It's take home stuff.
Sanders says Talking Trends charity. Yeah, we'll start our own charity.
There you go.
Right, talking money. Irvin says, can I sit in on the show? We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a good that's a good look on this company, man. That's pretty big.
It's a good look on everybody.
Yeah, it's a good look all around.
From the kid having the responsibility to, oh my God, walk 20 miles.
I know.
Just having the mindset to be like, I'm not missing my first day of work.
Right.
A lot of people would probably call in sick or
Man,
just not even go.
my car. He has a legitimate excuse.
Yeah.
My car just broke down.
Right.
Literally.
Yeah.
And I'm 20 miles away.
Yeah.
Like,
So he walks, and then on top of that, in the middle of the night or morning, depending on how you look at it, some police officers spot him, which could have taken a God knows what kind of weird turn. But they're like,
true.
they're like, hey, let us buy some breakfast. Hey, you still hungry? Let us take you to lunch too. Oh, hey, you need somewhere safe to sleep? Let's bring you to a church for a couple hours so until your shift starts. And then
Crazy.
Then after that, they drive him to the client's house for his training day. And then the client gets the word of the story from the officer saying, yo, this kid walked all night for his first day on the job. And she's like, you can take a nap upstairs if you want. But he didn't. He just wanted to...
Got through it.
Just got through it. He just wanted to work. And of course, the CEO hears about it. And he's like, here's a free car, sir.
Irvin says Pelham is near Welland, Ontario.
Is this a Canadian story?
Apparently, it is.
Oh.
No wonder the cops were so nice to him.
Now it's all making sense.
Now it's all coming together now, right quick.
Is it? Okay. Wow. Well, good for... If it is actually a Canadian story.
If it is. But that's what Irvin is saying.
Hold on.
Sally says, when I was a child, I used to walk 20 miles in the snow to get to school. Just kidding. Yeah. I don't think you did that. Well, maybe you did. I don't know. I didn't.
No.
But anyway.
I drove to school.
Are you Googling it now?
I'm going to Google the story because it's killing me.
He don't trust you, Irvin.
So if it's from Birmingham, I think it's from Alabama.
There's no way
Birmingham.
the cops
AL.
held. Birmingham, I thought it's Pelham, though, right? Is where you said he was?
Well, this is where...
In Birmingham?
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
That's why we need an intern here.
Yeah, it's Birmingham, Alabama. So it is in the States.
Oh,
Yeah. So Alabama,
jeez.
not as crazy as one would think.
Not as racist as we thought.
Yeah.
Unless the cops were black.
I don't know.
Yeah, they might have been.
I believe
Helping each other
we
out.
can still have racist racism doesn't attain to one color of skin, Tony.
Okay. Black on black crime?
Yeah, it happens every day.
I guess so.
Jesus, we're out here killing ourselves right now.
Racism is everywhere.
Yes.
And speaking of racism everywhere,
Yeah.
I got a list
Yes, you do.
of things that you didn't know were offensive. These sayings, these things that we say on a daily basis in some situations, we didn't know they were negative. They were very offensive to different races and cultures of people.
Okay.
So we'll go through a few of them here, which I didn't know half of these things. Number one, peanut gallery.
Okay.
You ever heard of peanut gallery?
I have.
Yep.
I think even my grandmother said it the other day.
We've all heard of, really, there you go. Used to describe harsh critics. So you're sitting in the peanut gallery, usually one of the little knowledge of the situations, someone with little knowledge of the situation. But the phrase originally refers to the section of vaudeville-era theaters. It was usually the area where the worst seats were in the house and where people of color were forced to sit.
God damn.
So yeah, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Now, number three, hooligans. Or number two, sorry, hooligans. The word hooligans derives from a family of cartoon characters of the same name. In the 19th century, the hooligans were a family of Irish immigrants struggling to fit in London. Not only were the hooligans racist, but they also depicted a harsh stereotype of urban immigrants.
Tony, what's the trend going on here?
You can't say hooligans, people. That's out.
I got to write these down.
Yeah. Make a list.
Yeah.
The next one, cannibal.
Cannibal.
Most people probably don't think of the Caribbean when they think about cannibalism. Rather, a bloody Anthony Hopkins comes to mind. But the term derives from the tribe cannibals, or the Caribs, in the West Indies. Allegedly, this ancient tribe was known for eating each other. And for more words, way better left unsaid. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, we can eat people. It's all good.
Yeah, it's cool.
Mumbo jumbo.
Oh, boy.
Which already sounds pretty bad.
Yeah.
The phrase mumbo jumbo likely comes from the West African god Mama Jumbu.
Okay.
Why is it offensive? Apparently, Mandinka males would dress up like gods to solve domestic disputes and abuse their wives.
Oh, boy.
So, no more mumbo jumbo for you.
Okay.
Fuzzy Wuzzy. He was a bear.
Yeah.
He was a bear.
And he didn't care.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. But before that, he wasn't so innocent. In the 1800s, British colonial soldiers referred to the people of the East African nomad tribe as Fuzzy Wuzzies due to their dark skin and curly hair.
Yeah, God.
The term was later picked up by a military group to refer of other indigenous populations like Papua New Guinea and Sudan.
Oh, man.
So before he was a bear, he was an East African tribe.
Unbelievable.
So you can't say Fuzzy Wuzzy. That's not a good nursery rhyme anymore or riddle. How about no can do?
Okay.
No can do.
No can do.
Can you do that? No
No can do.
There's a reason this phrase, no can do, sounds like broken English. According to dictionary, the saying cropped from the mid-1800s, a time when Westerners widely held a racist attitude towards the East and would mock the way the Chinese people spoke.
Right.
No can do. So forget about that one. That's gone.
So I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't.
You can't.
No,
it's over, man.
I cannot do that.
Oh, a lot of noise back there.
Yeah, there's lots of.
Jeez. Okay, we'll go through a couple more.
Yeah, you're at 6.
I'm at 6. Okay. How about rule of thumb?
I've heard about this one.
Did you?
Yes, I have.
No one knows for sure where the phrase comes from. The experts believe it has something to do with the English law from the 1600s that allow men to assault their wives with a stick.
Yep.
So long as it was no wider than his thumb.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that before too. Yeah. It's not good.
No. We weren't giving thumbs up there, guys. It was just for just for showing.
No. We don't
I have a pretty slim.
we're not,
it's like
we're not doing that.
it's an average thumb size.
Eskimo.
What's wrong with Eskimo?
Contrary to popular belief, Eskimo isn't the proper term to describe people of indigenous to the northern Canada and Alaska. The word is actually offensive. It's an offensive way to refer to the Inuit people.
Okay.
It derives from the Danish loan word ashkemek, which means eaters of raw meat. So, I don't know what we call them.
I eat sushi.
Oh.
That's raw.
Well, that's the way it goes.
Okay.
Long time no see.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Records show that the phrase long time no see was first uttered by Native Americans. In print, William Durand used the phrase in one of his novels to describe an encounter with a Native American. Quote, I knew he had recognized me when we rode up to him and said, good morning, long time no see you. And at the same time, presented the gun with the breech. So you can't do that. It mocks Native Americans' broken English.
Okay.
We got time for one more?
We got one more, Tony. Hit us off.
I want a good one here. Let me see here. Let's do this. No, I don't want that one.
He's just scrolling through. I guess there's a bunch, but
yeah. Well, I'm trying to pick one that's not so obvious, right?
Right.
Okay, this one here I like. Where's it back here? Here we go. Cat got your tongue?
Yes.
Have you heard that before?
Yes, I have.
Unfortunately, this phrase doesn't stem from some crazy story about a man whose tongue was literally pawed by a cat. Rather, the English Navy used a whip called Cat o' Nine Tails.
Yes.
To flog victims, and the pain was so intense on the receiving end of the blows that you couldn't speak.
Right.
So that's why the cat got your tongue. So now that I've offended every culture out there with all my speech, man, I don't know. Like, I was like, all right, like some of these were kind of obvious. Mumbo Jumbo, Fuzzy Wuzzy, I think I kind of heard that one before.
Well, you know what? Even these sayings, apparently a lot of like fairy tales, if you go back, are apparently pretty bad too.
I mean, yeah. No, I get. I think there's a lot of connotation.
Yeah.
As a wow.
Maybe we'll spend an episode on fairy tales next week.
Maybe Mother Goose Corner.
Yeah.
Sally says literally everything I say is offensive. Listen, join the club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, at this point, I think you're just stepping around eggshells.
I didn't know. I mean, no one ever stops you because no one ever knows.
No, I don't. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, poor Fuzzy Wuzzy was a baby.
Tony
had no hair.
I'm sitting right here.
All right.
I'm sitting right here.
Okay. Mike likes the last one. Yeah, the last one, I think I kind of heard about it, but I wasn't sure about what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sally says I'm afraid to talk to people. Yeah,
you can't talk to people. What? I'm just gonna stay silent.
Do your thing.
Just stay silent.
It's all good. Just be careful. No more mumbo jumbo. No more no can do.
No can do.
It's all gone.
It's all gone. Yeah.
I apologize to all of our Canadian, African,
Asian,
Irish immigrants.
Yes. Everybody.
Just everybody in general.
Yeah. Who's felt offense to this list?
Massive apologies.
We did not know. But now, with this information, we can better express ourselves.
Really, we're not going to get any better.
No,
we'll try not to offend anybody, which will be over by tomorrow. But
no can do, sir.
Yes, cat got your tongue. Yes. Now we can't stop saying it.
Yeah.
Cassandra says a ring around the rosy. I don't even want to know.
I heard about that. There's so many.
Know.
Anyways,
I don't even want to know.
What are you up to for this evening? This is the end of the show. This is where me and Tony kind of rant on for a second, but we're going to keep it short this time.
Good. Workout is done.
Yep.
It was a hard one today.
Yes,
Day 17 of Insanity Max 30. You know, me and TK and I are doing that.
Yep.
So I'm done with that. I'm going to go do some dinner.
Yep.
Today is Red Meat Wednesdays.
Is that what you're calling it?
No, but I just made that up.
Okay.
And that's probably offensive too.
Yeah.
But we have no game tonight.
Yeah, no, sadly.
So our
soccer
baseball got canceled because of the weather. Mm-hmm. Pretty atrocious rains this morning and last night.
Yeah, I heard it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do that and just chill, do a little work. What about you?
Myself, I'm gonna do a little laundry. May stop by a little housewarming event this evening. And that's about it. Gonna keep it pretty tame. I got an event at the Halifax Convention Center tomorrow evening. Yeah. And then of course I'm getting prepared for my trip to Toronto on Friday.
He's departing us.
Yeah, see you guys. But I'll be back.
Yeah.
But not too much. Just hanging out tonight, taking it easy.
Good. Irvin says, where can I hear TK play next week or the one after?
What's next week?
Next couple weeks.
I'll get a little.
We'll get back to you.
We'll get back. Usually I got up on my website, but I forgot to update my monthly.
We'll check his busy schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sally says Red Meat Wednesdays is offensive. I know. Everything is offensive. But no, what's not offensive is we'll be back tomorrow. If you're not completely offended by today, you will be tomorrow.
Right.
We'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock again. Thank you for everybody that joined us today. We really appreciate it, guys.
We do appreciate your time. Truly, we do. And if you have shared the show, honestly, big ups to you. We do appreciate it. If you found us on iTunes and YouTube and subscribe to us, again, hats off to you guys. You guys make the show as well. So
everybody in here, please, and everyone that does listen, do us a huge favor. Go and share it.
Yeah.
That would be huge if everyone did that.
It'd be great.
It'd be free.
Yeah.
Cost you nothing.
And then you can delete it later. It's cool.
You can delete it later. It's fine.
Yeah.
But we'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We hope everybody comes on back and sees us once again. We will be here sharp at 5 o'clock. We were sharp today.
Yeah.
We'll be sharp again. And, we'll be ready to go again. So hopefully you come back.
Come, baby, baby, come.
That's offensive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Peace.
Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Talking Trends. If you like the show, please subscribe below.